So the lineup is taking shape here. What a crowd on hand tonight here at Bristol Motor Speedway. The lights are on, and you're ready to see the second half of the Load Handler 200. Ron Hornaday has been the leader all night long. Can Boris said pick up the pace and try to make a move? We'll find out here in just a lap or so. Crowd comes to its feet. The pace truck has the lights out. He'll drop off at turn number 4. And Hornaday waits, he waits, and the green flag is out.
Another great jump by Hornaday. I'll tell you, Ron Hornaday is one of the best guys on restarts of anybody in any division I've ever seen racing.
2x2 racing down the back straightaway. These guys would love to get in single file so that those trucks that are on the outside can get the fast way around this racetrack. Jack Sprague is broken out from the pack, but still a lot of 2x2 racing back there. Rich Bickle hung out to the outside of Blaze Alexander, back to Hornaday, and here comes Tony Raines. Raines in the Pennzoil number 19 has really made a move on Hornaday. Lots of 2x2 racing back in the pack, but here goes Raines to take a look to the outside. Now remember, the number 19 truck is a couple of laps down, so he is not racing for the lead here, just hoping to get one of those laps back on the racetrack. Hornaday's Napa truck has been strong all night long, but here comes Boris Said, the 6th truck, and the Remax sponsor, Rick Pirelli, a former winner here at Bristol Motor Speedway. He is moved up on Boris Said. Raines goes to the outside. Taking a look back here at the 18 truck, the Dana-sponsored truck of Michael Dokken. And right on his bumper is Jay Sauter in the Good Wrench number 3 as they come down the front straightaway. Good racing here. This is 4th position.
This whole group right here, Ray, has been going tooth and nail. They were side by side for several laps after the restart. Jimmy Hensley was up in there. He got shuffled back on the outside. But you've got Joe Ruttman, Rick Crawford, Dan Press. Jay Sauter's doing all he can. He's got a little bit of a run going. He's got to get on the inside. Again, he's losing track. He's losing track of the rest of the field. He's got to get by this truck.
Inside of Ruttman's precision gear truck, taking a look at the back bumper of Jay Sauter. Sauter won earlier this year at Loudon, New Hampshire. They've got a pretty good program there. Oh, and he wiggles a bit, goes to the inside of Dokken, and just a slight amount of contact, but he gets that position.
Open the door right for Joe Ruttman. That's that. You have to be able to take advantage of something like that.
And here comes the whole group. Rick Crawford now tries to get in line to make that move. He's the next truck behind Dokken. And right now, Jay Sauter will move up on the back of Blaze Alexander in the number 62 truck, who is a lap down.
Michael Dokken was able to get back down in front of Rick Crawford, but Rick Crawford is all over the back of him, so really touchy going right now. Alexander, a former Rookie of the Year in the Arcabondo Marhide Series, but he is hung out on the outside, and there goes Ruttman in the LCI Ford, making a move by him. Inside Ruttman's car, and look, Phil, at the amount of ground he lost having to make that pass in the center of the turn here. Yeah, it was obvious that Michael Dokken was holding up Jay Sauter, so Jay Sauter knew he had to go. He was able to get back by him.
Back to the front. There is the distance, and it is starting to close up, and here comes Boris Said.
It looks like maybe the changes they made on Boris Said's truck have worked, because this is as close as he's been able to keep Ron Hornaday in his sights.
He's had trouble on the restarts. Here is a battle for 11th as Ron Barfield in the 55 has moved up right on the bumper of the Cummins Dodge of Jimmy Hensley.
And Jimmy Hensley on that last restart actually was up beside Joe Ruttman. Here's inside of Jimmy Hensley's truck, the Cummins Dodge. He's looking at Dan Press up in front of him.
And Press's truck is bottoming out. We see a lot of sparks coming out there as they go around Blaze Alexander.
Dan Press is a number of laps down. As Blaze Alexander is also 1 lap down.
Let me tell you, folks, when you try to score a race at a racetrack like this as quickly as they get around here, it can be tough. We've got a number of trucks fighting for position and battles all over the track here at Bristol Motor Speedway. 112 laps are complete in the Load Handler 200. We'll be back with more racing from Thunder Valley after this. Back at at Bristol. Ron Hornaday, the leader in the Napa Brakes truck, under caution for the 7th time. And look at the Dana Dodge for Michael Dokken. Contact hard on the right front as he hit the backstretch wall. And here's what happened.
Coming off of turn 2, Rick Crawford on the inside just got in the back of him, just like we've seen several times tonight. And around he went. Again, the bank of the straightaway, self-cleaning, into the inside wall he comes.
Almost all the accidents, Phil, that we've seen this weekend have been in the center of the straightaway. Very odd. Larry Rice is down in the pits with Michael Dokken.
Well, they've taken up. They've jacked the right side of the truck up. They're going to change the 2 right side tires. They're going to take the hood completely off. It was bent so bad that there was no sense trying to get it pounded back down on. Now they're having trouble getting it off. So they're going to lose a couple of laps here while they're trying to get some metal parts out. They're going to take some big cutters out there and just cut it loose because they can't get it completely off. They got the cutters in there. They've got the right side changed, but this is going to be a very, very costly long pit stop. They're still working on the right front fender, trying to get it away from all of the tires so that it won't be rubbing once they get the car back, the truck back down. But this is going to be a very costly and long pit stop. Back up to you guys.
Well, Michael Dokken finished 3rd at Evergreen this year, but not going to finish in the top 10 tonight after that hard contact on the back straightaway.